YouTube, what's going on? Today you are going to know the true reason why you're not progressing in the gym. Let's get it. I'm Blake Went. I'm 18 years old. I bench press 500 pounds, and now I make videos on here explaining to you guys how you can get a bigger bench, how you can learn more on fitness, and then sometimes I dabble in some Wes Watson content. So if you're new here, go ahead, like and subscribe. Let's get into it. So today I'm going to break this down into three main ways people are not making progress in the gym. And up at number one, we have following bad information, following bad coaching, following stuff from people that just don't exactly know what they're talking about. And I see this, holy crap, I see this almost daily, right? Someone at the gym is going to be taking advice from someone that just doesn't know what they're talking about. And this is huge. I think that this one is huge because there is many people who are motivated in the gym. They are locked in, like they want to work and they just can't get any stronger. They can't look any better. And the reason for this is poor coaching and poor advice. And this is really like a sad one. You know, I feel bad for anybody in this situation that's currently got, you know, bad coaching, bad people around them, not giving them good information, and they don't know why they can't get stronger, and then they feed them more information that isn't true. So what I'm going to say to be able to avoid this from happening, right? This is obviously a hard one to avoid if you're surrounded by a bunch of stronger people and they're telling you bad information, is listen to everything everyone has to say. And why I say this is because while you may be listening to this one group of people, right, and they're telling you this, and they're like, no, this way is wrong, this is right, bingo, that should send a light off in your head. Like, okay, I'm going to listen to their way, but I'm also going to listen to that way that they're telling me isn't going to work or isn't right. Because the truth about human body anatomy is nobody is built the same, and different things work for different people. We have known that now for hundreds of years, right? We know that some medicines don't work for some people. We know that some people are allergic to some things that people are not. So saying that there's one way to train and that something is wrong, bingo, a light should go off in your head. So the best way to avoid poor peer information and poor coaching is to just pick up on everything that everyone has to say, right? And so you get a little bit of information from this guy at your gym, you get a little bit of information by this kid that maybe you're friends with at school. Okay, you get some more information by this guy that's posting online, and then over time you get this mountain of information, and you're starting to stand on the top of this mountain of information. You're like, huh, I can kind of make my own picks on what works for me and what doesn't work for me. So that's the best way to avoid bad coaching and bad advice, is just to listen to everything so you can pile up all the information and make your own choices and decisions. Tip number two. Now I'm going to give a quick story for this one, and this is going to be consistency. But please listen to me when I say consistency, because everybody says consistency, but I think that my meaning of this is a bit different. So my story that I'm going to give is, you don't wake up in the morning, every single morning, exactly looking forward to eating, right? But you eat because you have to. Why do you eat during the day? Not exactly because you're looking forward to eating. I mean, yeah, if you're hungry, yeah, you look forward to eating. But you don't look forward for that hunger to come upon you. You don't exactly look forward to eating unless you're going to a restaurant or whatever. You see what I'm saying? So you don't exactly look forward to eating. But why do you still do it? Because you have to. Because you have to. And you have to eat. And you know what else about eating too is you can't just wake up, go eat, and be like, eh, today I'm just gonna eat less, right? I'm just gonna eat like a quarter of my normal breakfast, right? Now, maybe if you're losing weight, different story, but hear me out. You can't just be like, I'm gonna eat a quarter of my normal breakfast and I'm gonna expect to have the exact same day. Because when you eat a quarter of your normal breakfast, what's gonna happen? 30 minutes later, you're gonna be like, shoot, I'm hungry again. Oh, shoot, I'm in class. Oh, shoot, I'm at work. I can't eat more. And so, how does this story have anything, or well, I can't eat more, but I need to eat more? How does this story have anything to do with consistency? What I'm going to say is, people go in the gym, and there's those rare moments like going out to eat at a restaurant where you're motivated. Going out to eat at a restaurant is the equivalent of motivation in the gym. Stay with me. 99% of the time, or 90% of the time, you're not looking forward to eating. 90% of the time, you're not looking forward to going to the gym. Neither one is a bad thing, but you're just not looking forward to it. Stay with me on this. But now, imagine if you can make lifting part of your life like that, and you make that consistency. If you don't have that consistency in your life where going to the gym is the equivalent of eating breakfast in the morning or breathing, you don't look forward to taking a breath, right? There's this huge motivational speech out there. I promise you've heard it, that he shoves the boy's head underwater and the kid tries to push his head up, and he's like, if you don't want the money, or if the money, the job, whatever, the fame, the glory, whatever, as bad as you want to breathe, you're not going to get it. If you can't get up in the morning and eat effortlessly, right? Well, most people get up in the morning, eat effortlessly. If you can't go to the gym on those exact same terms, you're lacking consistency. Because why are you lacking consistency? Even if you hate going to the gym every day, but you still find yourself there every day. Because when you go to the gym, you're going and you're doing the quarter breakfast thing. You're eating quarter of the breakfast and you're feeling like crap the rest of the day. You're doing quarter of the workout and you're not getting anything off of it. So my response with this consistency thing is, and why a lot of people aren't progressing, is because yes, you may be consistent in the gym, but you're not consistent in doing the workouts at the gym. Every morning you're gonna wake up and eat that breakfast at your full potential. You're gonna eat as much as you need to feel satisfied for however long until you can eat next. You're going to eat that much. You need to do that exact same thing in the gym. And people don't do that in the gym and they expect that they're going to see results. How does that work? How does that work? If you're eating that quarter breakfast, you're going to feel like crap the rest of the day. If you're doing that quarter workout, you're going to lift like crap and you're going to look like crap. Boom. I hope that what I just said there makes sense. That's like a deep analogy, I would say. I don't know if it was the best thing that I could have picked, but I want you guys to understand that consistency needs to be like eating. It needs to be effortless. Every rep, every set, everything in the gym needs to be like eating. You don't think about it, like you don't think about doing it, but your mind is fully in it, right? When you're eating, you're focused on eating. I mean, you could look at your phone while you're doing it, whatever. But when you're in the gym, you're focused on doing the gym. When you're in the cafeteria, you're eating at the table, whatever, you're focused on the eating for the main part, right? Now, when you're in the gym, you could be working out and then focus on helping somebody else too. But really lock in the gym like it's breakfast. Every day you eat a full breakfast. Every day you hit a full day in the gym. Hopefully that makes sense. And the number 3 reason why people do not progress in the gym is lack of motivation. So we talked about consistency, but lack of motivation is much different than consistency. So when people are in the gym, a lot of the time when you see people in the gym, they're motivated to be there. And so they'll be consistent and they'll be motivated to be there. Everybody has a motivation for their life. Everyone has a motivation for everything that they do. My motivation in making this video is to hopefully spread some good information, make a little bit of money off of YouTube, and hopefully funnel some people into my coaching. If you're interested, Instagram and email are in the description below. But that's my intent. That's my motivation to making this video. Now, a lot of people start in the gym because they're motivated to look good. They're motivated to bench 315. They're motivated to squat this and that. But what actually makes you good at lifting or good at anything that you choose to do isn't the motivation. It isn't even just the consistency portion. It's just being driven. Me and my good friend Yanni talked about this for a long time. There are times and days where you are like, hell yes, get me in the gym. I'm feeling motivated today. And there's other days in the gym where you need to go in the gym and you just need to be driven. And why do I say this? Because every workout isn't going to be your best workout. But every workout, you need to put 100% of your effort in. And so being consistent in doing the reps and being consistent in going to the gym is one thing. That's step 2. But being full of drive, being driven, and being driven, which is better than motivation. Being driven in the gym is a whole different thing. So you'll find people that aren't getting bad advice. They are consistent, and they're still not getting the gains. It's because they're not driven for it. Because when they're doing the reps, they're looking away. When they're, all right, I'm doing row push down, 3 by 12, right? But where am I looking? I'm looking up at the ceiling because I'm thinking about what I'm eating for dinner that night. That's not being driven. Being driven is every single rep I do, I want to flex my tricep as hard as possible because I want every single rep to go into this tricep. I don't, like, see, look, I'm looking away. Look at my triceps barely flexing. But when I'm pushing down, I'm thinking, push this tricep as hard as possible. You see my tricep flexing. So there's a difference between consistency just being in there, right? People first need to get consistent before you even get to this step, right? You need to be consistent. If you're not consistent, you can't even think about this step. And then there's being driven. And now a lot of people go through this time where they're extremely motivated, right? They're like, holy crap, I'm gonna bench 315. And then what happens? They get stuck at 285. They're like, shoot, what do I do now? And that motivation draws back a little bit because your brain senses something is hard. What your brain wants you to take the easiest path. And the great thing that God gave us is will and intent. You can use your will and intent to fight past it, to make yourself stronger, and that's what it takes. Your brain wants you to take the easy way out. If you're in the gym and you're doing 3 by 12, your brain wants you to daydream and think about something else. But you can use your will, intent, become driven, and do those push downs and focus on the muscle while you're doing them. And so when you're lacking motivation, it's less of, shoot, I just can't find this motivation, and more of, I'm super unmotivated, feels like crap, but I'm driven and I'm going to do it anyways. And I'm going to do it to the best of my abilities. Maybe I don't have full strength today. I just worked 12 hours. But you know what? I'm driven and I'm going to put everything left that I have into it. And that's what you need to pick up. So hopefully you guys learned from this, right? Bad coaching. Well, the top 3 reasons that people aren't progressing. Bad coaching. No consistency. And then what the number 3 step that comes after consistency is being driven, not just motivated. So hopefully you guys are able to pick something out from this. I know this is a bit of a deeper talk, but I really wanted to just come on here and make this video on just why people aren't progressing. So like I said, DM me, email me, whatever, if you're interested in coaching. And Blake Went signing out. Peace.